every single day.
So you're saying that London is changing social
your
life?
lifestyle.
Yes, you can say that, but I think that is because of the progress of the technology. Because, like, for example, 10 years ago was different, and now it's different as well. Like 10 years ago, I couldn't imagine like could be connected with the like proper internet and using like social website like Facebook or Twitter. Then now it's like much easier, and I think
Never used hi-fi?
no.
So do you think that social? Do you think that's? Yeah, I got a question. I got a question here. Do you think that social media is more likely to help young people nowadays or not?
To do what? Sorry.
To help young people.
To help.
To help, yes.
To help. It depends with what.
Help.
Depends, like we can say, we can compare with that like social media. We can use to help young people. For example, if they want to learn somehow from the internet or from the television, but that means we have to do more research about, like, for example, what they want to use for the social media for the purposes for. Then, but I'm saying sometimes the social media can help young people to learn or like to improve themselves. Like, for example, we can compare the school. They've got e-commerce or like e-learning online as well.
So the learning in that with that social media, is it negative on their lives or not? I just want to know, because when we watch, I mean, the media, when we listen to people, when we, I mean, look at the behavior of young people. So
I think that it depends from your behavior and I think where the family where you're coming from. I think so. In my point, from the background where you're coming from, because some of the people, like in my experience, and the other people I've been, like watching sometimes online, like crazy movies, wherever. Like I can say example, like some of the young kids, they've been watching television, for example, like social media. They are like one of the movies, Batman or Superman. Then young kid, 5 years old, went to the window and like his mom like seeing him standing on the window saying, "Mom, I want to be Superman, like in television, I want to fly." And nearly he like jumped from the window. But I'm saying depends how old they are and how serious is that for them. Then sometimes it's quite difficult to explain them when they are too young, some of them.
Do you think it should be an age restriction when accessing social media?
Yeah, that should be like that. Then what they could do is how they could do the age restriction, only who has got credit card, that put your details, and if you pass age of 18, only by putting your details on age, the credit or debit card, they can find out, and it should allow you to use it in social media.
Yeah. So do you think social media should be existed at all costs or at all rates in the world, and what kind of negative or positive side it has on everyday life or in individual life?
There is a lot of like positive and negative sides. I'm saying that it depends on the background and how that is working for you. Like yesterday in the news, when I became to college, I think the radio saying 15 years old, I think kid, or I don't know, was boy or girl, was watching something on the internet, and she tried to follow this, and she died. She did suicide because she was like reading or watching something online.
So what's the aim of your research?
Then my aim of the research is trying to tell people, like, I think stop using like the
Facebook,
like what I'm trying my social Facebook and Twitter. Just don't follow them so much, because those days people just every single minute just putting some new comments, just new pictures, what kind of shoes they're buying.
False information.
Yes, and I just forget.
That's the negative part of social media.
And they just forgetting about the free life, what they could do, for example, on the weekend, just go out to the parks or just make some treat or something like that. And they could be also more healthier.
I think social media has so much negative part in one's life nowadays. And I think people use so much Facebook and internet and Twitter to pass on wrong message around the world.
Yes.
That's why so much violence or so much incident, which is so negative nowadays, more than.
It's his work.
No, I'm just contradicting to this statement he's making about social media. That's why I'm
Should put
adding
questions.
later.
Just question.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question?
How
Okay,
is
one
it any
at
solution?
a time. One at a time. Who is speaking? Who is
I'm
speaking?
Paul.
Yeah.
So how the family could prevent? Because I'm referring to kids, obviously. How they could prevent this situation? I mean, what is their role and how can they involve in the child life? You know, what can you do
Then, for example, like if I be a
as a
parent,
parent?
yeah, if for example, if I be a parent and I've got kid 13 years old and like when he's coming from the school, just sitting down, watching the Facebook,
Computer.
play the games, then I could stop that or like make some like he was trying to say some restriction or age restriction.
Yeah, but when the other kids coming to him and say, "Oh, I got an Xbox, I got an PlayStation, I got a TV,"
But else then that is because of the parents.
so
It-
it's
You can make a
all the
timetable.
community.
yes.
When to use them and for how long to use.
Yes, the parents supposed to decide what they should do because we are teaching them what they're gonna do in their like future life. If you let them do this, if they are 10 years old, what's gonna happen then? That's when they want to get everything from the world.
So you consider the technological, the technology is influencing the future of the children.
Yes, then I can give you also my example. Like my wife, when she used to be a couple years, I think 2 years ago now, she was like like taking like care of kids after
Yeah.
school. She was like going, picking up the school for like 3 hours, staying at home, trying cook something for them, and there was like 7 o'clock was coming saying you've got only 20 minutes for television. Watch something, 20 minutes, and that's it. You finish, do your homework, eat your dinner, and go sleep.
Yeah.
Then I'm saying we can do some restrictions, saying every day 20 minutes do this, do that, and we don't have to allow them using every day what they want. Then I'm saying everything depends on us what we want to show them, how we can teach them.
Okay, so
Right.
yeah, who want to ask a question again? A question. I want a question. Someone should be asking a question. Because
What
they've got,
is a social media?
no, that one cannot be answered because you know what is social media. That one is a written aspect. But let's look at the actual fact which he is investigating, which you are also going to investigate. Is what are the factors that influence these people's fascination into the social media, and whether these factors have effect on the families. So has he addressed all the things that?
Yes.
Has he?
Yes.
Okay. Has
And
he
also
answered?
I can give,
Yeah, okay.
like about this, I can give example what I said about my report. Like I've been interviewing my colleague from my work saying,
Okay, that's one.
yes, because like I can say every day he's on the phone and I ask him, he's got a wife, he's got 2 kids. I said, what are you doing on the phone? Because we can have problems. Oh, I'm just tweeting and I'm on the social website trying to find out new girls. I said, what?
New girls.
New girls. And I said, but if the wife doesn't matter. After my work, I've got my own time. I can do what I want to do with other girls. She doesn't know what I'm doing.
Right. Okay. So like George. Now. Okay. Now you see, because this is what you're supposed to be answering questions. So his investigation is also, according to what he said, the contributing factor there is people are just crazy, fascinated to just Twitter.
Yes.
They just want to send messages. And that's one. So that's one we are going to find out. Another is some people just want to talk and talk and talk and talk.
Yes, like I had another example, but that guy was just left my job because I had to do this as well, try get rid of him from my plate because he just was coming to work, 3 mobile phones, and just chatting those, because when he got BlackBerry there's like BP Messenger or something like that, and that because he was, I don't know how that's happened, he has like 2 ex-wife with both them kids and the 3rd girlfriend, and with 3 of them he has to chat because with each of one he has a kid. And you know, he was chatting with them and he was chatting with kids. And I told him, you have to stop. He said, no, I have to be all the time in touch with them, and every single day.
Okay, so another factor is they have responsibility.
Yes.
Okay, so they have responsibility because they have children with different women, so they want to show responsibility, but they only, because they don't have time to go together, to be together, they want to show responsibility on mobile phone or the internet and so on. So those are the factors that you see that people are forced they are spending. Because with me, even someone was trying to send a message to me here. That young man, Mohammed, he was ringing my number, and I said, he said, "Where's your mobile phone?" I said, "Do you see me? I leave it. I always leave my mobile phone at home." He said, "So what's the point of having a mobile phone?" Why? Because I don't want chat. I've been teaching from morning to evening. When am I going to chat? I'm only going to chat when I get back home. So you see, that means another factor there which you should put into consideration is people, they've got free time with their mobile.
Yes.
Because if it is not free time with the mobile, people will find it will be very expensive.
But and also they've got free time with the mobile. Depends where they are working, and also about the management saying like, in my place they've got free time because I'm making complaints, but they don't care about this. And also because that is coming from the top, from the management. If they don't care, that means later on no one don't care, and they are allowing to do that to everyone.
One question.
Okay.
You're talking about grown-ups, but what about the kids? Because mostly the kids are doing the social networks and using it, and
So
they're getting isolated from the rest of the people and all that. What do you think makes them doing that?
The kids.
Yes.
I think I can that one I can you see there with that one everyone can answer that one because it's the same thing. The kids they are just fascinated to have the mobile, like smartphone. They're like, huh? Yeah, and you see the kids that have got smartphone are from maybe a family which also they are fascinated with the gadgets.
And yes, also they want to compare. Like they want to improve themselves. I got better stuff from you.
Yeah. So proving a point. It's just like grown-ups also. There are some grown-ups also they want to show off with a smartphone. I've got a smartphone here, and you see, this is the problem with smartphone. They go wow, and then hello, and they just want to show off that.
For example, like another example, one of my friends, I'm going to his house on the weekend, have a couple of drinks. Look, I just bought a TV, plasma, 50 inches. Oh my gosh, this is doing this is doing that, and he's trying to be like better than
I believe. Romanian. I believe this is most part of the technology.
Right. Yeah, but also you're absolutely right there to say technology, but also psychology.
Yeah.
And also management of the company that
psychological effect also has to do with people really, you see, psychologically they just want to show that they've got a new, like you said, a new plasma, whatever mobile, and I can connect to my television, my mobile, I can do that. They just want to show off. Now, does that mean really it's true that too much technology has made people to be
inhuman?
Yes, they change. Too much technology changes
Your
people's life definitely. Like,
Makes you.
okay. Yeah.
Honest. Do you think it makes you more like a robot than a person? I mean, a little bit of the side of you, because once you got your mobile off the pocket and have a look at it, that time while you're on the bus or while you're on a tube or whatever, you can use the internet. You're like a robot then.
yes,
You're just
like
acting like
also with my experience, like I'm just going, for example, when I'm working from 6 to 5 every day, 6 in the morning, I have to open the building, and I've got free time, 3 hours till 9 o'clock. And what I'm doing? Internet, Facebook, and playing games every single day. When I'm in the bus, what you can do, just playing games.
Okay, so you can see that just like we said, too much technology has made people to be half robots. Okay, so
it's not all part of the world.
Yeah.
Like in Europe, especially, but part of like West Africa as a whole, they don't have that time. You know, part of Africa, the people don't have mobile phones, no new technology there. So it makes them become very hard worker and concentrate more in their social life.
Okay, so you are saying with too much technology we become lazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you depend on elevators, escalators, but physical activities is not so much in the social world.
Okay, now can you see all this? Now who else is contributing, Pavo?
Valentin.
Pavo?
You didn't make me.
Are you contributing anything
Huh?
there?
You didn't.
Okay, Valentin, you can contribute some. What do you have? Any? Yadika, you haven't said anything there.
And Leonard
I'll ask
too.
the question, but it has already been answered.
Okay.
All be
But,
said.
okay, Leonard, do it. What?
He has done the They say you should not come to school today.
Okay, so now another last question, probably we don't have much time. So what methodology did you say is they are? What research methodology you're going to use and why? Those are
Then for that one, I think the survey research.
why.
Because I can interview people, I can like find out a lot of information from them, but always, not all of them they can tell me the truth, but then I can ask more of them and compare, like of one of the percentage saying, depends how many people are saying about this, that is true or no, and also the evaluative research.
Okay.
I can observe people, what they're doing, then later on I can find out is it true as well or no.
You can read books.
Read books, like journals, and like also internet, and I can compare as well with other researchers.
Okay, now do you see, what do you think others, I want you now to contribute so that we can close. What do you think, what he says? Do you think evaluative research and survey research really will be enough
Yes,
to do this research to a better completion?
No,
Well, why not?
it plays a vital
because
role, I
it's
think.
millions of billions of us, isn't it? You're using social network. So how can you generalize such a thing?
No, he says he's going to do survey research and evaluative. Evaluative that you can read books,
Yeah,
find out statistics.
more improving it.
Surveys.
Okay. What else would you contribute? What else what other research methodology you can use?
Observational.
Observation. Now he said the observation, but observation. You see, you should know also that it has got some. They look at the Hawthorne effect and the halo effect. Now, if you're observing people, they know that you're observing, they are going to misbehave. They will do nicely. So you are not going to, seriously, when I'm observing my own children in my house, they are very smart. They are smarter than me. Now, when I'm there, right now they are doing strange things there. So when I get home, they are like saints in the church. Yeah, okay, but I know that. So why? Because that's a natural thing for human beings. They tend to behave very well when someone is observing them. Okay, now that's
What about spying? Because not the same like observation.
say again.
Spying.
Spying. Now you see, that's the problem. If you spy,
Like doing KGB
It's
work.
not ethical. It's not ethical.
yeah, that's Yadiga's job. Spying.
Don't forget, I'm gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah, that's Yadiga's job. Yes.
We're being spied every day.
Yes, because there's cameras everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Even in the toilet, I presume there's cameras there.
But it's fine. We know like someone is watching us, and we can behave ourselves. But for example, if someone is
So observation.
no, but I'm saying,
Spying, you don't know he's spying.
yeah, exactly. In this point, but in this case, we can know because cameras.
Everything. Like here,
everyone-
there's cameras
Yeah,
there.
so observation,
Over
do
there.
you think observation is a good thing? It's quite hard.
It's hard to observe.
Well,
yeah.
you can observe them only when you
Oh,
go to work in the tube station, yeah. Everybody's with the iPhone and whatever, the smartphone you have.
okay, and
But
who else is going to
particularly
speak?
if you look
Yeah.
at this problem, social media like
Yeah.
Facebook and all, the observation, I think that's a good thing to do.
Okay, you think
Because
so?
they can't change the way they behavior. Like for example,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Social media is causing so much accidents nowadays in the world because
Yeah, yeah.
people are driving,
Yeah.
talking on the mobile,
Texting.
and texting as well,
I saw
and
one
losing
driver driving
missing
with
control
left
and
hand
get
and
accident crashing.
For example, I can use the observation research also from my experience on the Facebook, like with my sister, like what's happened. Like for example, she was writing different thing, like I'm breaking with my fiance, I don't love him anymore, I'm moving out from the house. Next day they're going out and having nice dinner and everything. But she's writing to all of the world, to every people, because that is on the Facebook, that's when everyone can see it. But
Everyone
next
can
day, she's doing different thing what she's writing.
What she has said, yes.
Okay, that's so she's deceiving us.
Us others, yes. While she's doing what
Okay,
she
let's
has
clap
said.
for Thank you very